Barbara Bush bears big bushy balls. Barbara Bush bears big bushy balls. So Mike Tyson's in the news. He seems to have taken a large amount of DMT and thought that he died. This has led people to think that he's dead. But he's not. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that he was a boxer and he was in The Hangover. And he's not good with money.
It was the night Mike Tyson hit rock bottom in the ring.
Just a few bloody eyes. Just two bloody eyes. No big deal.
Where do you go from here, Mike?
I don't know, man. I might just fade into Bolivian, you know what I mean? I don't have nowhere to go and nothing to do, you know what I mean? I just go fly my pigeons on the roof.
I'm gonna go fade into Bolivian. Bolivia? Did you mean Bolivia? Yeah, that's what I meant. Bolivia.
Sometimes I have to be really at my lowest level to really get the purest out of me.
Mike Tyson, Pigeon Man. Is that what Mike Tyson does in his free time? He just hangs out on top of roofs with pigeons? Sitting outside on his lazy boy.
What I want. Why can't I work hard for it? I beat my body up and I allow people to beat me up. Why shouldn't I have it all? Nobody should take nothing from me.
This is Mike Tyson before 2012. We're going to make that perfectly clear at this point.
Las Vegas is his last remaining palace. Just like Mike, it is unfulfilled promise, suffering from neglect.
Oh,
People should try.
guess he doesn't
me,
play
you know
tennis.
what I mean? I don't want to look like some enraged animal and stuff. I want to hang out and love life. But I'm not going to tolerate nobody push me around like I'm a chump.
He's just a beautiful person with a big heart, very giving and sensitive and emotional.
Let's hope this relationship worked out.
I know his past and, you know.
Let's find out. Shall we? Divorced 1989. Monica Turner, divorced 2003. Lakia Spicer, married 2009. Lakia Spicer. Good for Mr. Tyson. He's looking good in his old age.
He's got a lot of love to give and people don't know that.
He walks
so
in his bar.
I know that I'm that
Oh shit,
person.
that's a
I'm here to make
jacuzzi? That is a sick setup.
I'm glad the fact she said she's in love. Then again, you know, all this stuff, all these goodies and stuff, it's easy to love this stuff. You know what I mean? Let us see a couple of more of my episodes, and we'll find out.
Did speak to Shelly Finkel, Mike Tyson's manager. He did tell me that Mike spent most of the day today in seclusion, very focused, much different than when he was here in June against Lennox Lewis. In fact, he said, I wished he'd have had this attitude and this focus going into that fight.
Can't fuck this one up again.
I gorge the chicken. I eat like a
This is how he prepares.
barracuda. Thank you very kindly. I have no etiquette skills whatsoever. I hate Mike Tyson, so I don't like Mike Tyson, so I don't get caught up with Mike Tyson. That's probably why I don't like my friends and my fans.
I don't like myself.
Decent individual, but I sometimes I go to the deep end. Sometimes I get on the dark side. They see how up I am for all these years and nobody even consider helping. Can't they get them put me in a sane asylum or a mental ward or whatever place I need to be in a hospital or just a psychiatrist? I'm just going.
Sounds like he's a little bitter. Which, maybe, fair enough. This chicken parm's so fucking good. I hate myself. I hate my fans. Why didn't you help me?
Girls, I can't ever get their numbers. They call me always the day of the fight, the week before the fight.
I can't get laid. This is fucking bullshit, man.
Maybe in my next life, I'll have a better life. And that's why I'm just looking forward to go to the other world. Because I really hate
my
the way I
God.
live now. And I hate my life now.
Jesus Christ. 6 hours before 3 hours before the fight.
None of my friends have any respect for me.
He's not. Yeah, he just seemed to be in a good place.
Respect, I think.
I hope he wins. I think he needs it.
It's easy to love people that live like me, got $2 million houses, mansions. It's so easy to love a person like that. You haven't seen me when I'm homicidal, suicidal, just totally off the rock. I probably cheated on every woman I ever been with.
Good luck to you, Mike.
Probably just never respect them because I probably never respect myself. I never understood dignity.
He spoke to me.
He spoke to me.
I don't have love for anybody. I don't love any woman I ever been with. Isn't that crazy? Never love them.
I feel like he's just spiraling right now. You know, when you're spiraling, sometimes you're just negative, right? Maybe he doesn't believe all this.
Making his way to the ring, the most exciting fighter of his generation. Please welcome
The only heavyweight that absolutely hates himself. Ooh. He did it. Ooh.
It's over, and he's helped up by Tyson.
I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be a loser. Did he just kiss him?
Mike Tyson was reborn as a fighter. At least it seemed that way.
I don't hate myself as much.
23, and I haven't received any dignity from it. I've received a lot of pain from it. When your guys show me love, I hate you because I don't like myself. So.
Okay, earlier to the cameraman, he was preparing this speech. I guess he's still sad. I guess winning a fight doesn't cure depression. That's not what I've been told.
Because I'm not happy with myself. I don't care if I live and die. I don't give a about any of y'all, but I do.
I don't have a therapist, so this press conference, this is my therapy.
Well, you happy? Yeah. All right, we're going to try to keep them like that.
Oh my God, look at old school FaceTime, right? The quality. The 5 frames per second, that's what really gets me. Back with his pigeons.
I really have nothing to lose in my life. I have nothing.
Not a place you walk around barefoot.
I lost my soul as a human being. I lost my self-respect. I'm not a lovable guy, so it's really not hard for people to dislike me.
Pick a lane, Mr. Tyson.
Person.
Sometimes the journey home shows you where that hate and that hurt comes from.
Really just poor
I'm
black
Ice-T.
kids just that no one cared about, that we didn't care about anyone either. My brother was always a genius. Everybody in the block loved him.
What they say about you?
I was a good piece of piece of
Oh my. That's my brother. He's a piece of shit. We beat him up all the time.
I started breaking houses in Brooklyn. I liked the armed robbery. I was more inclined to that kind of stuff when I was a child.
So there's got to be someone out there who was robbed by Mike Tyson when he was a young guy, and they watch him on TV later, and they're like, "That's the motherfucker who robbed me." All his friends are like, "Shut up, Craig. You're being racist."
I was very afraid all the time. My mother may throw hot scalding water on her boyfriend. Her boyfriend may beat her and fracture her eye socket or something, or break her finger. Emotions was high, and they're hating one another, then they're back at loving one another, and you're talking about dysfunctionality at its highest level.
Dysfunctionality. Yeah.
By age 13, he was locked up, but the abuse didn't stop in jail.
I wasn't really abused by the kids, mostly by the staff members. They beat the out of me. I think I deserved, at least 95% of the beatings.
Did he just say he deserved them? It's like, yeah, I had it coming.
Tyson was sent to a detention center 100 miles from Brooklyn, not far from a town called Catskill, where an old boxing legend toiled in obscurity in a gym above a local police station. Custom Auto had turned around street kids before. He had trained the youngest
Custom
heavyweight
Ottaway?
champion ever, Floyd Patterson.
We get a phone call from this Bobby Stewart. He was a guard in a correctional facility. He called Cuss one day and said, I got this young kid up here who never boxed or nothing. I was wondering if you and Teddy would take a look.
Hey, we got a fighter for you. There's this guy in prison. No boxing experience or anything. He's always starting fights, and he always wins. I think we can make some money, Joe.
I met this white guy. He was strange, a little odd, and he started saying things like, wow, you could be the greatest fighter ever lived, and you're great. I'm thinking he's like some old pervert guy. I'm like, okay, cool.
He just wants to fuck
Cuss
me.
was thinking, wow. Cuss didn't want to wait. He was an older man who years earlier had fame, and now he saw a chance to have it again, but he wasn't young, and
Is that a
he
scar
had to speed
all
it
the way
up.
upside the left side of his face?
He's my first exposure to a white guy who didn't judge me. I was madly in love with Custom Auto. I became, he broke me down and rebuilt me back up, and I became totally loyal to him.
Cuz had it in his mind to make sure he concentrated on the most evident thing, that he could punch, and he was going to be a knockout artist.
And that he could suck his own dick.
Developed as he was physically, he was lacking emotionally.
Look, just relax, Michael, relax, just relax.
Yeah, I'm Mike Tyson. Everybody likes me.
Everyone likes you now. That's right, you have reason to be proud.
I want him to not just win physically, but win emotionally. I want him to be able to get through this.
True bro love.
Let's go get ready for a fight, come on.
Oof. Got him good.
Hey, Cuz, 8-second knockout
He's
in
dead.
the first round. The official came over to him and said, you just set a record. Fastest
What just
knockout ever.
happens? He's gonna fuck her later, 100%. He got the house. He got the dogs.
Again, in Mike's world, things are never as they seem.
He got the 2 white bitches.
Tyson started having problems in school with kids,
'Cause they're white dogs.
teachers, and getting in
And they're
trouble.
both girls.
There was over 100 reports of girls in one way or another being not treated right, being abused. That stuff was kept quiet because Cuz had some meetings with people in the school and convinced them that Tyson was going to make the town famous.
Wait, what? Wait. Tyson had over 100. He has
People in the school
100
and
reports of abuse.
Convinced eventually he was permanently expelled from school. And the problem was he didn't get him
Look
a
how
tutor.
much bigger he is.
He didn't get his GED because they didn't care about it. You know, I mean, he was knocking guys out.
He don't need an education. He can knock motherfuckers out.
And then Cus tells me about my mother's situation with the cancer, and I don't understand it. And so I go down, I go to the hospital, and I see my mother. I expect to see, well, you know, I love you, but I'm a goner now, Johnny. I'm used to seeing movies.
Like the movies,
I
yeah.
actually had to go in there and witness my mother stricken with this illness. It was over. Well, man, I covered up, I kissed her, I never returned, but I kept telling my sister, I'm going there every day. I've been going every day, but I was out getting high and drinking.
He binged
So one
hard.
day, my sister
Understandably.
came home, and I was slept because I was hungover and everything. And as soon as I opened the door, she punches me right in my face. Bam! And she said, "Why ain't
Got
telling
Mike
mommy
Tyson.
was dead?" And I said, "Oh." And I didn't want to get killed right there, so I said, "I didn't want to hurt you. I couldn't tell you. I went there, but I never went."
Oh my God.
Ooh, I don't know. I couldn't even go down and witness the body, but my cousin Eric went with her. It was wild.
It was wild.
That was interesting. That was just interesting in my life. It's a turning point.
In the fall of 1982, Cus D'Amato became Tyson's legal guardian. Cus's companion, Camille Ewald, became his surrogate mother.
Cuss tomato? Custard motto.
Cus was saying, you're not in jail
Cus.
no more. You have a chance to make yourself something productive here. But in the same breath, we're still showing them you were still going to get away with things that someone else couldn't get away with. You were still going to break the rules because you could punch and because now you had the ability to be a world champion fighter.
Teddy had married a young lady. We were all kids then, and he had a sister-in-law that was a young girl, and we were all friends. And I guess I was a young boy, and I was fresh, and I grabbed her butt.
She was 11 years old, and she was part of my family.
Come on, Mr. Tyson.
Cornered her into a situation.
What the
outside
fuck?
gym in the town. I went and found him, and I put a gun to his head and pulled the trigger back and told him that he would never put his hands on anyone in my family or do anything like that to anyone in my family again.
Oh my
Or he'd
God,
be
that
dead.
took a fucking turn.
I stuck the gun in his ear and then pulled it out of his ear and shot it off.
Teddy Atlas never saw Mike Tyson or Cus D'Amato again. Kevin Rooney took over as Tyson's trainer.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? How have I never heard about this? This is before he even got famous. What the fuck?
My trainer, Kevin Rooney, all planned, and God forbid, if anything happened to Cus, we're all professionals, and we're going to continue. And the outcome is going to be the same.
I feel like they just glanced over that whole cornering 11-year-old.
The fact that he is here and doing what he's doing and doing as well as he's doing and improving as he has gives me the motivation and interest to stay alive. And I will stay alive, and I will watch him become a success. Because I will not leave until that happens.
I will not die until he is famous, damn it.
I wish he lived long enough.
And he died the next
I
day.
wish he lived long enough.
You never
Cus
saw
D'Amato was 77 when he died in 1985. Enter Jim Jacobs, Cus's confidant and financial backer. Tyson embraced him as his protector.
We should count all the knockouts. I think he's at like 20 right now. Every time I knock out someone, I'm thinking of you. This is for you, Custard, whatever your name is. That was nice right there. Oh, that's beautiful. With the mouth guard popping out. Oh, that's beautiful.
Just want to fight everybody, the good people, the bad people, everybody.
The old people, the young people. That's what he's into. I don't know. I think the punch sound effects. They should do that in real boxing. It really adds. That was a weird knockout. His brain is trying to process it. Cooling with blood. Can't process. They just kissed each other. They just kissed each other on the lips. You know they do that all the time. That is definitely not the first time they did that. Pretty.
To Don King, Berbick's promoter. He stepped over the body of his beaten champ and began his courtship of Mike Tyson.
King of the corners of the 4-square ring, you have won the ultimate championship of the world. You are hereby
King of the world. We just really love to build up their ego. That's our thing.
I don't know what to say.
Well, he's living up to what a king would actually do. You know, rob the common folk of all their money, live in a giant mansion, molest a 12-year-old. He's doing exactly what a 16th century king would do.
Michael's a person you could just fall in love with.
She calls him Michael.
There's really something about him where you're like
Robin Gibbons, former wife.
Over him. I remember him grabbing me and saying, "You're going to be my woman, and I'm going to love you like no one's loved you." You know?
You're gonna be my woman, and no one's gonna love you like you've ever been loved. That's how I assume it probably happened.
That kind of thing.
I was just young. She was young.
Then he punched her
at the time.
I remember the impact. I remember the turn and the hook.
Oh, he did punch her. Okay. Cool.
He hit me in the side of the head.
Ouch.
And I went from one corner of the wall, bounced off that corner of the wall to another corner, and then I was out.
It's like a pinball machine.
I didn't think he would do that. I was shocked.
Holding her head. I'm sorry I hit you.
I went from being completely numb to completely embarrassed.
Did you know I cornered a child once?
I remember thinking, wow, he must really love me. I remember feeling that. Not thinking it, feeling it.
And then we got hitched.
A few weeks after that episode, Mike and Robin were married. Their life became an open book.
Still had a bruise right here, but no one could see it because my hair was amazing. Hold on. So he punches her, and then she marries him? Is that how women work? No, it can't be. No, I don't recommend it. Don't follow Mike Tyson's example.
Tyson rushed to a New York hospital where his mentor, Jim Jacobs, lied dying. He didn't make it in time. Tyson never got to say goodbye.
All his mentors keep dying on him.
Jacobs' death left his partner, Bill Caton, in charge of Mike's career.
Uh-oh, Bill.
Mike didn't really trust or know Bill Caton.
Be careful, Bill. The last two have died.
Jim was the protector in that world. And a lot of people knew that Michael didn't have a relationship with Bill, so he was pretty much up for grabs.
That made it easy for Don King to sneak in, and he used, he got me good.
It was some kind of love. I mean, the kind you doesn't go away. That kind.
She seems to be looking back fondly on all the times that he choked and hit her, which is surprising.
The newlyweds tried to buy a house and found out they had almost nothing in the bank. Robin and her mother were cast as gold diggers, and the press frenzy began.
Where'd all my money go?
Robin miscarried their first child just 2 weeks before the fight. Mike was devastated. Robin was accused of lying about the pregnancy. But the show went on. At least it did for 91 seconds.
This is for my dead baby. I'd say maybe Mike Tyson's depression is caused by a bunch of knockouts, but I haven't seen him been knocked out fucking once.
Wasn't really appreciative of what you guys, quote, the reporters did to me. Building up to this fight, you tried to embarrass me, you tried to embarrass my family.
Fuck all y'all.
And as far as I know, this might be my last fight.
I saw a bunch of psychiatrists.
Oh, so he does have a therapist.
Up than I was when I first went in there.
Mike Tyson's problem or disturbance does not rise to the level of a serious mental illness called manic depressive illness.
Can you imagine if your therapist had a press conference with the world on how your last few meetings have been?
He loves women. Yeah, that was a problem. That was a problem for us, too. The loving women part.
He loves all types of women.
I remember Michael picking him up one time, and actually he had on a white sweatsuit, and he had lipstick stains on his crotch.
Oh my God.
It wasn't easy for Robin to live with me either. You know what I mean?
I cheated on her. I hit her. You know, it wasn't the easiest time.
I found a condom. That was a terrible feeling.
Tyson's car skidded off a wet road and slammed into a tree, knocking the fighter unconscious.
He was taken to a local hospital and then transferred to one in New York City.
You okay?
All the while, his wife tried to keep the media away.
I mean, he ran the car into the tree. I mean, it wasn't an accident. But do I think he wanted to kill himself? No. But he did run the car into the tree.
But that was on purpose,
left the hospital
definitely.
Wednesday, apparently after seeing a psychiatrist. Then he got on an airplane and flew off to Moscow, where his wife will be taping some TV shows.
In Russia, I would say, I thought somebody was going to die. Me or him.
Now he's Mike Tyson with no American accountability. Anything could happen. People are going to fucking die.
Well, I forget what floor we were on, but he was hanging over the balcony with his fingertips, saying he wants to make a comeback. I don't know how I got him in the room. But I think he passed out. I think he'd been drinking, and he passed out.
Jesus Christ.
And we flew back.
I wonder, when he says by his fingertips, I wonder if he was just like dangling off the ledge like that, you know? Or was he like fully like, hey, you know, I'm hanging off the ledge? It's probably the first one.
And then the next day I did Barbara Walters.
Oh good, they have footage of it.
It's been worse than anything I could possibly
We had some problems
imagine.
yesterday. It's like, this isn't looking good for me.
Robin Givens fled to California from her husband, the heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. And today, Marvin Mitchelson filed for a Givens divorce from Tyson.
Couldn't take it anymore.
He was baptized in Don King's church by Don King's minister under Don King's rules.
He told me all those white were no good, they ain't. They out to kill us all. They're gonna put us in the Holocaust and fry us like they do the Jews. We gotta fight these. Oh, he told me some good.
He told me some good shit.
Oh yeah, we gotta get them. They're gonna fry us. And I started believing that they hate us, you know, and I played into that stuff.
He went a little extreme, but I think it's a healthy skepticism.
Nobody's invincible. Nobody's the greatest fighter of the world.
Douglas comes back with a left and a right. Tyson is wobbling. Tyson needs the ropes. Without the ropes, Mike would have gone down. So Mike Tyson has been knocked out.
I like how the referee's like, I'm sorry.
Buster killed me. Yeah, Buster killed me, kicked my butt. I don't know, I didn't train for that fight. I didn't really take that fight serious. I was those Japanese girls like it was eating grapes. You thought I was Caesar, you thought I was Caligula when I was
Fucking Japanese girls like people eat grapes. What?
They say these things are blessing in disguise.
Fair enough. He's like, I got other things on my mind.
I'm good. I'm still the best fighter in the world.
I got blown this morning. I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm gonna get blown tonight though. Mike Tyson's good.
Hi, I'm Mike Tyson, and be sure to watch the Miss Black
Sure.
America pageant on this channel. And we will have fun with these pretty black girls. God.
An Indiana grand jury has indicted former heavyweight boxing champ Mike Tyson. He is charged with raping a woman who was a contestant in this summer's Miss Black America pageant.
Oh, I'm in a dream day after day. Beautiful women, such an array. What can I say?
Can I touch you? No? Okay.
Mike's defense fell to Don King's tax attorney, Vince Fuller. Fuller had never tried a case like this before.
He's like, Tyson's like, how did I get in trouble? I do this all the time. Why is this one different?
When I went to prison, it changed my whole outlook in life. It really, really me up.
I think people would try to fight Mike Tyson in prison. Seems like a ballsy move.
I didn't do, and I'm innocent.
In prison, Mike had converted to Islam, but his religion remained Don King.
It was crazy.
Don King is the real king of man.
In April of '95, Tyson moved his base of operations to Las Vegas.
Tyson in the Vegas since the 90s.
Moved from the Mirage to the MGM Grand. Don King had designed a program to get the title back from Mike. He just needed to keep his client happy. Like helping Mike buy white tigers as pets.
That seems like a good idea. Not.
The second fight, I realized he was headbutting me, and I realized that's how I felt the first time, the dizziness. So I started feeling the same blackout type of feeling. Reached out in very stupidic rage.
Stupidic. I love the words he makes. Truly a poet.
I really regret doing that, but wow, I was going through a lot. I had a lot on my mind.
Did he bite off his ear? What happened?
Mike Tyson is temporarily suspended.
I move that Michael Gerard Tyson's boxing license be revoked and pay administrative fine in the amount of $3 million.
It's fucking crazy. Now he's biting motherfuckers' ears off? Jesus Christ, dude. And we're like 95. We still have 20 more years.
You love me, Mike? Love you. All right. No. Let me get off me. Get off my hand.
He was out seeing let him catch the first stone.
Don, did you ever steal from him?
Yes.
Ali made him. I subtained him, and I...
Is that Mike? Jesus Christ.
Ali made him. I subtained him, and now I'm gonna break him.
Did you ever steal from Mike Tyson?
Never. Never steal from anyone. It's painful because I love the guy. You know what I mean? We both were urchins of the ghetto. When we came to the crossroads, I took left, he took right.
If Tyson was to get out of the debt, he would have to get his boxing license back. But the specter of the ear bite would haunt him.
Are you sorry for what you did? This, you know
what I mean, man.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up, Mike.
You know, Mike, you relax.
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
And,
I don't know how to make money anymore.
do you think I want to do it again?
I have to go into acting now.
Tuesday to misdemeanor assault. He
I have to do the Hangover.
The Nevada Athletic Commission gave Tyson his license back.
An emotional
Wow,
Mike
he got it
Tyson
back.
winning another round in his beleaguered boxing career.
Like, whoops. Sorry, I bit off an
You guys
ear.
have no idea. You guys have no idea.
I was on a lot of drugs. It won't happen again.
His anger and his debt grew. Now the IRS wanted $13 million. Mike Tyson now entered uncharted territory. He was spinning out of control between depression, anger, and rage.
So just same old, same old.
Does it pose any problem to you? You take into the ring a lot of rage.
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Kind of,
Well,
yeah,
for example,
I kind of agree.
Rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight. So whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Fuck off.
That was an amazing interview. Fuck off.
Mike Tyson made his disgraceful exit in June.
Mike, no more biting, Mike. Uh-oh, they're in a real fight now. I'm just trying to kill this guy now.
I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to waste my life, because when I die, I'm going to paradise.
Assaulting two guys at a traffic accident would put him back behind bars in the spring of '99.
Things go really good for a while, and then they go the opposite way.
Right back to jail. Ugh.
People think they see the, you know, the cars, the glamour and stuff, and they think, oh, I want to be like him, but it's not easy.
If they knew that half of his day is spent on top of a roof with pigeons, then they wouldn't want to be him.
If I was eloquent with you, you would still look at me as a scumbag.
If I wish one of your guys had children, if
Fair
I
enough.
could kick them in the head or stomp on their testicles, for you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have, waking up every day. I normally don't do interviews with women unless I fornicate with them.
I don't do interviews with women unless I fornicate with them. Horrible.
So you shouldn't talk.
And he looks so serious, too. That wasn't even a joke. That's not even a joke. Look at his face.
So you shouldn't talk anymore.
So are we gonna fuck?
Unless you wanna, you know.
Unless you wanna fuck. God, what an asshole. You know, he's had plenty of times to be self-reflective and improve himself and not be a dick. So I think I'm gonna confidently say, you can quote me on this, Mike Tyson is an asshole. Although maybe now that he's had his near-death experience with DMT, maybe he'll be a better person. You know, it changes people.
Come in and tell me that if I you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your alive, you bitch.
I eat your
ass. Come and say in my face, you ass for everybody.
What an insult. What an amazing insult. I will eat your ass in front of everybody.
Look at you scared now.
I will have sex with you until you're gay. The only one who loves him is his pigeons.
It happened early this morning in downtown Brooklyn. The volatile heavyweight is charged with misdemeanor assault.
Come on, man. Stop hitting people.
I'm a big, strong nigga that knocks out people and rapes people and rips off people. You know what I mean? Bully people. You.
I feel like he's using it like, this is what you guys are making me out to be. But simultaneously, he's also using it as an excuse to do those things. I don't know. You know, maybe people are putting him in a corner, but I don't know. He does have a lot of assault charges, and the rest is history. Literally, it's history because this was published in 2012, so it's been 10 years. What has he done in the last 10 years? How many more assault charges has he been charged with? We'll find out next time. Pretty.